Welcome back to another day in the life of a reseller vlog. Today is Tuesday, December 3rd. Been busy this morning. I got a new vlog published to the channel. Let's take a look at the thumbnail. Right here it is. If you watched yesterday's vlog, you know that the power went out, at least the internet went out temporarily, and we went into the garage and checked out some more inventory from the 5x5 storage unit. As you can see here, we found jackets, we found purses, and we found some brand name clothing. There you see it, Calvin Klein. Finished off the Thanksgiving Day leftovers and blah blah blah. I talked a little bit more. So I'm continuing to clip up the vlog from the day that we went south to pick up that 5x5 unit. Went south with my mom, won another storage unit, paid $40 for it, and we've been going through it, finding all kinds of fun stuff that we can resell online to make a little bit of profit. I think we're down to the last bag, which is mostly clothing, mostly women's clothing, and getting that stuff organized, getting it prepared and ready to be photographed and listed into my eBay stores. So there's a look at the thumbnail for the original storage unit video. If you go over here, you can see that this video has received 225 views so far. So that might not seem like a lot of views to some of you guys, but my videos usually get somewhere close to 50 to 100 views. So when one takes off and gets 225 views, then it's a good one. So we're gonna consider doing some more storage unit videos. I haven't done one since 7 months ago, I think, was the last one I did. So we bought this little 5x5 and I've been going through it, talking about all the stuff that we found. And we got all that we're sorting out in the garage, and I've talked about it in the last couple videos. So when a video does well like that, it can affect the channel analytics. Let's take a look and see how the channel is doing. It says your channel got 42,728 views the last 28 days. Watch time is up to 363.7 hours. If we check the chart down here, this is the rise in views. So that is thanks to that storage unit video, a lot of it, as well as all the shorts that we're posting from that video. And subscriber count just went up one more. We're at 876 subscribers. So thank you to all of you who have subscribed to the channel. If we look at the last 48 hours, we have 5,120 views. So the channel continues to grow, and we are inching our way toward that 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours you need to get the channel monetized. We're hoping to do that before the first of the year, but it looks like it's gonna happen in 2025. So we're just being patient with the process, kind of continuing to put out the vlog as well as the shorts, continuing to take the camera to all the other events that I'm going to, and look for new and fun, adventurous content that we can put up to the channel and hopefully keep you guys watching. So here's a look at one of the items we found in the storage unit. A little Hello Kitty alarm clock. I still have yet to plug this in to see if it works, but I'm guessing it does. If you guys are new to the channel, that's what this channel is about. It is a reseller channel. I've got 2 eBay stores, over 6,000 items listed, and we detail the ins and outs of the business. I show you guys what we're buying. I show you what we're listing. Of course, I always show you guys what sold. Speaking of that, let's go ahead and take a look at a couple items that sold out of the big store today. All right, there you're seeing it. 2 orders for $22.81. Let's see what sold. First item sold for $12.22. It's an Old Navy red polo shirt, short sleeve, large, men's solid, 2-button cotton polo. There you're seeing it. Old Navy, always a good brand. Quality merchandise. Usually sells pretty cheap from the store, so you're not going to get a lot of money online for it, but it's a nice polo. People know Old Navy, and everybody's going to be okay with buying a solid Old Navy red polo. This one established in 1994. Hard to believe they've only been around that long. That was the same year that I graduated from high school, so Old Navy hasn't been around too long. There you're seeing it. Yeah, that's right. 1994, I graduated Cascade High School. Shout out to all you Bruins who watch the vlog. I know there's a few of you out there. Feel free to say hello one of these days. The other item that sold for $10.59. It's an extra small H&M divided off-white mock turtleneck women's sweater top. Extra small. There you're seeing it. Nice looking sweater. It is sweater season. H&M divided. So we did Old Navy. Now we're at H&M. That one has a little bow in the back. Hard to see here, but there it is. And H&M is a well-known kind of a mall brand, similar to Old Navy. and these sell pretty
So
regularly.
you're seeing size extra small, and that's one of the things we mentioned in yesterday's video. We bought that storage unit, that 5x5 unit was a young lady's unit, and a lot of the clothing was small, so smaller sizes, which doesn't sell as quickly, but as you can see, it still sells. So we got to put that out there, get it online and get it sold. Gonna get what you can get out of it, get what the market will bear, and not get too greedy with your prices. You can't ask too much for it when the demand isn't there. Of course, speaking of that, let's take a look into the garage before we pack these up to give you guys a look at what we got out of that 5x5 unit.
So here's what we worked on yesterday. We got into all these purses, checked them for money. We only found 4 cents, but there they all are, a nice little laundry basket full of purses.
So like I said, yeah, the internet went out yesterday for a few hours, and we spent some time just sorting things here in the garage, trying to get this 5x5 unit organized so we can figure out what we're going to do with everything.
And here's a nice tote filled with brand name clothing, a lot of it smaller sizes like I was saying, but plenty that we can sell online. We also found some more brand name high-end clothing like this. This one is a down jacket by a Ralph Lauren polo. So it has the duck feathers in there, kind of down, that probably sells for upwards of $200 brand new. We'd probably looking at $50 to $100 on the used market for this one. Has the big horse and jockey logo that a lot of people like.
So a lot of times when you buy these storage units, the people don't have a lot of money and they tend not to buy the high-end brands, but this one was a little bit different. We're finding all kinds of brand name stuff. She was definitely brand driven, like to buy the more expensive brands, to spend a little bit more money on her clothing, which will benefit from in the long run.
And she not only liked brand name clothing, she liked brand name shoes and boots as well. We got Timberlands here, and we got some Pumas over here, Reebok Classics over here, some Adidas, some Uggs, DKNY, all kinds of brand name clothing and shoes.
So me personally, I'm not really that crazy about wearing the right brands. I don't really care. I'll wear Walmart brands, anything that fits well and is comfortable, I'm okay with rocking. But a lot of people are brand driven, and that online market kind of really requires the demand to be there in order for you to make a decent amount of money. So when we get into a unit like this and we're finding all those brand names, I always welcome it. So now that you've seen a little bit about what we got in that 5x5, I gotta pack those 2 orders up, and then maybe we'll get into the small store, see what kind of action we had over there.
Of course, we can't walk by the Ewok backpack without giving you guys a second look at it. Look at this little cute Ewok backpack, Star Wars branded. This was definitely a good find in the unit. There's another look at a couple items we pulled from the unit. Look at these little fashionable hats, one in white and one kind of plaid. 2 little hats we pulled out of one of those backpacks. There's a video up now about me going through those 2 backpacks you saw there.
So that's kind of one of the fun parts about buying a storage unit like that. You can kind of continue the storage treasure hunting as you take everything home and you go through it throughout the week. You don't have to do it all in one day. If you buy a small 5x5 unit, you can kind of spread it out. You can't expect to do it all in one night, although it is possible, but you got to work pretty hard to get a unit all cleaned out and all sorted in one night.
All right, there you see it through the magic of video. There they appear, 2 orders ready for shipping labels. Let's get them printed. Right there they are, the H&M sweater on the left, the Old Navy polo on the right, and here come the shipping labels for them, fresh off the printer. Let's get these ready for the post office. All right, 2 more orders for the tote, and 1 and 2.
So now that I have those big store orders packed up, let's go ahead and log into the small store, see what kind of action we had in the small store today.
All right, we logged into the small store. Looks like we had 3 orders waiting for us for, how much does that say there? $53.91. 3 for $53.91. Let's take a look. First item sold for $10.70. It's an express brown long sleeve crew neck woman's sweatshirt, top size small rayon spandex blend. So there it is. We said we got plenty of size small items in the garage there out of that 5x5 unit, and here they are. They are selling. Not a lot of money, but this is a nice express sweatshirt, and just a basic sweatshirt sold $10 and change. We'll take it. The other item sold for $33.58. I'm guessing this is an international order because that seems like a high dollar amount. It is a John Deere green and yellow men's adult strap back cotton baseball hat cap solid. So I bought 5 John Deere hats in a lot on online. So we did a little retail arbitrage, buying online to resell online. This was one of them, and as you can see, we had to wait for this one to sell a little bit, but we got it sold. Actually, we listed this March 15th, so it took a while, but we eventually got this one sold, and we got some more John Deeres in the store.
So I'll do some retail arbitrage every now and then, buy a nice lot when I see it at the right price. We found those John Deere hats. Obviously, John Deere is a brand that everybody knows, and it's kind of a staple in the hat game. You know, everybody wants to wear a John Deere hat, so you can throw those in your store and ask a little bit more money for them, because people do recognize and demand that brand. You know, the demand is there, so we gotta go with the supply. And we got 5 hats in there in that last lot, and they're starting to sell, and we're getting top dollar for them.
Last item sold for $9.63. It's a Star Trek Deep Space Nine warped K.W. Jeter 1995 hardcover book. Collect, it says there. This was all part of a collection that we got out of a storage unit. Speaking of storage units, we bought one in Everett about 3 years ago, and it had all kinds of Star Trek memorabilia in it, including just about every book you could ever imagine. We got most of them listed and sold at this point, but there's still a few that are in the store waiting for new homes, and here's one that sold, so we're glad to move this one on to a new home. Thanks for your purchase.
So me personally, I'm not really a science fiction guy. I'm not a Star Wars or a Star Trek guy, but when you're going through a storage unit and it doesn't look like much in the front, and then in the back is a huge Star Trek collection, I'll take that every day, right? We've been able to make quite a bit of money off of that unit, and the profits keep coming in, keep trickling in. We're not making big money off of these books, but there was such an abundance of them that it does add up quite a bit over time. We're still selling Star Trek books 3 years after we bought that unit. So as you can see, sometimes when you buy a storage unit, it doesn't pay off right away, but over the course of the years, you can kind of collect that profit. Same with this last one that we bought. You know, it's going to be a lot of clothing. It's going to take us a lot of time and effort to decide what we want to list, and it's going to take a while for us to get it all listed, but eventually all that profit will trickle in, and it will lead to quite a payday. Considering we spent just $40 on that unit, it's not going to be that long before we're in the profit. All you got to do is list a couple items and you're there. So the rest of it is pure profit. We just got to do the work. Speaking of doing the work, I'm going to go find those 3 items. We'll print some more shipping labels, add those to the tote.
All right, we got 3 small store orders sitting here ready for labels, and here they come, fresh off the printer. Let's get 3 more printed and ready for the tote. All right, 3 more orders for the tote, and a 1, 2, and 3.
All right, now that we have those orders packed up, I think I'm going to take a little time, get a few listings up into the small store before we log back into the big store and continue listing. That'll be the remainder of the night. We'll continue listing. I might get in the garage and sort through another tote full of clothing. We still got that black garbage bag filled with clothing. We kind of just stuffed everything in that black bag to kind of save space, and we're going to put it into totes, fold it up nice, and make sure everything is listable. Let's see what we have. You know, there's a lot of brand name stuff. There might be some valuable stuff in that clothing bag that we have to uncover.
All right, we're getting some good listings up into the small store, but we got to take a little break for dinner. Tonight we're having bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwiches.
All right, it's a little after 9 o'clock now. Still listing items into the big store, but I think I'm going to call an end to this day in the life of a reseller vlog. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the vlog today, and you'll be back for some more. If you haven't yet, please take a second to hit that subscription button and ring that notification bell and make these videos a regular part of your day. Thanks for watching this one to the very end. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.